Hi, my name is Dylan. I was diagnosed with celiac when I was 11, so everything on this channel is always gonna be gluten-free. Today we are traveling, we're in San Diego, so we're gonna try to cook a dinner with as few ingredients as possible. So we're doing tacos, we're gonna make spicy beef tacos. Cool, let's get started. Okay. Take either butter or olive oil. And we're going to put that into our pan. Yeah. Alright, this is taking so long just to melt. Even this tea kettle has like carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber?
We're in a new kitchen. We don't have any seasonings, right? So we don't have salt and pepper. We don't have anything to season the meat with. So we're going store-bought. We're going store brand seasonings because we don't have any. Once your pan is nice and hot, you don't need to season it. All you do is throw this in here. You don't need the full pan, that's a lot of meat. Okay, so when it initially cooks, when you're first doing this, you want it to be on a really high heat because you want it to cook really quickly. And then once it gets to about this point, and it's just about browned all the way through, you want to turn it down a bit. So what you're going to do is you're going to start to add your taco seasoning. Now here's the key with this. You don't want to use all of it, especially if you're only using a portion of it. So what you're going to do is you kind of, even before you put anything in, you're just going to put a sprinkle over the top of that, right? You don't want to just dump this thing in all at once. You want to kind of sparingly try to make sure that it gets coverage over all the meat. And not over just one side of the meat. So you want to flip it. You want to make sure that you're getting every side of it. And then once you've covered just about a little so it gets that nice texture, we're going to add some water. Just about enough to cover the base of the pan. If you are going to do this method where you cook the tortillas in a pan, you do want to butter it, but you don't want them to get crazy buttered on one piece of it, right? So you just kind of rub it, dip it in on both sides. So look, at this point it's going to bubble, toil and trouble. You want it to cook down, but you want it to create a sauce, and you need the water in order to make that happen. Otherwise it's just the meat and seasoning. And you don't want to burn the hell out of them, you just want to get a little bit of crisp, a little crunch. All that liquid that was in there, for the most part, it's in the meat now and it's really stuck to the meat. If you are a big fan of melted cheese, you can either put it on the tortilla shell as it's cooking or right as it gets out, just so that it melts a little bit. We're gonna spice this meat up. We're just gonna put a dash, honestly. Probably like a teaspoon and a half, maybe. You don't want to overdo it, because if you do, it'll become incredibly spicy. And honestly, it overpowers all the other flavors. Look at that. I mean, if you guys could smell this. Whoo! While you're cooking your tortillas, just put this on a low heat. It doesn't need to keep cooking. You don't want to overcook it. You just want to make sure that it stays warm. Oh, that's burning. Look at that smoke, oh my God. So remember how I said you don't want to use your whole pack of seasoning? That's how much seasoning I used. Again, we're not using a full pound. If you're using a full pound, maybe use 2/3 of this, a little more. Wouldn't recommend the whole thing. They're done. So yeah, I mean, once you cook your tortillas, the meat has just been chilling. So all you need to do is just plate a ring of tacos. And look at this. We made what, 7 tacos? And we still have meat left over. We're using street tacos. They're small. I love these little street tacos. They're so cute, so you do end up using less meat, less cheese, so you have to make a lot more of them. But there's something about that little bite, that little crunch. Love it. Okay, and last up, a lime. If you are going to add lime, this is when you would do it, and it's just, it's like a finisher. So you're just gonna cut the lime and squeeze it on whatever you want, and you're good to go. Let me do this one. Manja. Oh, it's unbelievable. Woo! They're crazy good. That spice, it's just unexpected, especially with the kick of lime. Let me know what you guys think. If you try this, I'm very curious. Tacos are very near and dear to my heart. And nope. Stay tuned for the next one, and stay tuned. My hip just cracked. Subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.